I mean, yeah, I mean, you work with really bad people.
I understand. Thank you for bringing me these records. Why did you want them anyway? Patton was one of my patients, so I need to put together a medical file for him. My teacher always stressed that a person's life experiences are just as important to their file as their medical history. Why are you still treating him like your patient? Isn't he kind of beyond redemption now? That may be true, but a patient is a patient, regardless of the choices that bring them to my care.
Is it always? I mean, it's like that in healthcare as well. It's like, you know, it doesn't really matter what kind of background that person has. You know, you're not the judge here. You're simply the person to help. You know, like the police and whatever will take care of the rest. But as long as they're in the hospital, they should be treated as anyone else who steps in the hospital. But of course, it's not going to be easy if you know what that person is in for, right? Like, let's say a person comes into the hospital with an injury that you need to help him with. You have to take care of him for a few days, but you know he's like a murderer. He killed like I don't know, a bunch of people. Would you be like, oh yeah, let me just help this guy, shall I? Of course not, but you kind of have to. It's your job, even though it might be really hard. It's just what you have to do because everyone deserves the same care. You know, doesn't matter where you come from or how much money you have, how you look, your background. You still gonna get the care that everyone else gets. But justice will get you in the end.
Ah, one last thing, head nurse. Please keep everything you know about this potion a secret. It would be for the best if most of Fontaine knows nothing of its existence. I know my fellow officers and I will be able to sleep easier if that's the case.
Of course, not to worry.
I just imagine how
Thank you
scary
for understanding.
be working
I'll
as an
take my leave
officer,
then.
like or investigator, like investigator, police officer. Like imagine what kind of stuff they have seen. Like if you just, how do they sleep at night? I don't get it. How do some of these people like what they have seen must be so traumatic. Maybe just chill. I don't
So,
know, but
Sigewinne, did you
I
really use
know
that potion yourself?
it's a scary world out there, and the cops and investigators, I mean, they are the people doing the research and trying to discover these weird people and get them in jail or whatever.
Why do you sound so surprised, Paimon? I told you all about it. It was quite a while ago now. You mean that story about the witch and the potion? So it was really, actually, genuinely a true story? Yes, it really, actually, genuinely was.
It most likely is just one of the sages that
But
helped her, probably. The process of making that
I know.
potion.
There are some secrets I can't tell anyone about. But considering everything we've been through together, I know I can trust you with them.
Are you sure?
Before I tell you though, could you follow me somewhere? I want to pay my respects to an old friend.
Okay.
Of course!
I guess it's probably gonna be her teacher. Hmm. But I wanna go out. I just wanna go eat and then go out for a walk. Because it's very nice weather
Neverlet
today.
and Risley,
The sun
they're
is
here
out
too!
and Newbie and Riz?
Good to
Riz?
see you, traveler. Paimon. I trust all has been going well for you.
Oh, the voice. Oh, man.
Big news, everyone. The Udex is out of his office on important business.
Uh-huh.
Is that genuinely something people would consider big news?
Why wouldn't they? Important business is a big deal.
Does he have mascara under his eyes?
Ah, yes, you're
I mean,
quite
everyone
right.
has. Look at him.
When someone you care about requires
Lame.
emotional support,
That's an
being
absolute
there for them
lame.
at the right time and place is of the utmost importance. After reading the Maréchal Phantom's reports, I had a feeling a trip here might be in order.
Take note. That, my friends, is how Monsieur Neuvillette shows that he cares.
Monsieur
We're both
Neuvillette.
here for the same purpose, actually. To accompany SIGEWINNE as she pays her respects to her late teacher.
There we go.
So the old friend she mentioned was her teacher then? The witch? Oh, sorry. Paimon didn't mean to be rude. It's only 'cause SIGEWINNE calls her that all the time, so...
I doubt she considers that title to be offensive, Paimon. Don't worry.
Indeed. In fact, I believe SIGEWINNE would take it as a sign of affection. She has spoken of this doctor on many occasions, and it sounds like she was a truly generous individual. In those days, many people harbored prejudices against Melusines. She was the only teacher willing to take SIGEWINNE on as a student.
Wow. It's really nice of you two to be here for SIGEWINNE. Guess you guys really look out for your younger colleagues, huh?
It's even worse that there was nothing, no proof, nothing else that showed that the Melusine did anything wrong, but they were still discriminated the way because they looked weird. You know, they tried to be friendly, help out, but we humans just kind of just like, Joe, you look weird, bro. A talking animal that walks on two legs? Hey! Get back, sir. I don't want you near me or my family or my kids. Get away.
Younger colleague? Well,
I
that
still
might be true for
remember
the
the main
Udex, but
story
I'm not
quest.
sure I can
That
say
made me
the
so
same.
upset. With what was her name? I forgot. But the one Melusine that exited herself. That one still hurts me, man. Like, if fictional or not, that story still hurts me. Like nah, that was bad. That hurt me a lot, actually.
SIGEWINNE served a sentence in the fortress of Meripede hundreds of years ago, and after she did her time, she decided to stick around. She's been an integral part of our administration ever since.
Wait, what? Wait, did I miss? SIGEWINNE served a sentence hundreds of years ago and... What? What
Strictly
for?
speaking, the head nurse has been around longer than most people in the fortress, myself included. Pretty sure that makes me the younger colleague.
She served a sentence?
She committed a crime?
Yes. Long before I became Udex, there was an ancient law in Fontaine that prohibited any attempt to transform another species into a human.
Oh, of course. Why would I think anything else? I mean, yeah.
Initially, I and most researchers believed this law to have been imposed due to ethical concerns. But now, it seems more likely that the law was nothing more than an insurance policy, a way for Egeria to ensure that her people would remain insulated from the truth, thus enabling them to lead more straightforward, happier lives.
Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
SIGEWINNE had her reasons for choosing to obtain a human form, but the act was nonetheless in clear violation of the law.
Could you tell us a little bit more about what happened back then?
Certainly. SIGEWINNE does not object to her close friends learning about her history. In fact, I first learned of it myself because she confessed the truth to me of her own volition.
Even with their daughter so ill, they kicked you out? Stubborn as always. And prejudice isn't a disease I can cure either.
I thought the witch was one of the
Shame
sages.
that I don't
but never
have
mind.
the energy to get over there. You're laughable, you old witch. You want to save everyone in Fontaine, but you can't even save the patient before you.
Master, what are you...
I discovered a strange disease, one I suspect that every Fontainian suffers from. But without witnesses or proof, no one will believe me.
So she found out about the primordial water can dissolve people?
I had no choice but to experiment on myself to find a cure, but I hit a wall. And as you can see, it took a wretched toll on me.
Oh no.
Then I'll find a cure for you. And then you can go cure her.
There's no need. I am beyond saving now. There's
Oh.
nothing you can do.
No, yeah, of course, yeah, it's definitely that. For some reason, I was thinking of the other curse that was from Sumeru. What was the name of that? Elisar or whatever.
But, Master...
But it would make more sense. This is the primordial water one.
As I said before, a doctor's duty is to treat whatever ailments they can.
I know. But they don't trust me at all.
That girl. She's your first ever patient, isn't she? Tell me, what cost are you willing to bear to see her cured?
I'll do whatever it takes.
Even if it means breaking the law and being punished for it?
As long as I don't hurt anyone. Yes.
Spoken like a true student of mine. Then I shall make one more final gamble. And see my experiment through to its end. Leave me for now, and come back in 2 hours. If I am able to work this miracle, then I will have found a way to save all Fontanians, and I shall be able to help you treat that girl.
What?
If not, then it means there is one more disease in this world that I cannot treat. In that case, do not come looking for me. I will leave you a parting gift. An accidental discovery happened upon through my study of this strange disease. It has little use, but it will at least help you cure this one patient you can reach.
When SIGEWINNE returned, the miracle had not occurred.
Yep. Of course not.
She found a potion bottle and a note on the table. After using the potion as instructed, she gained her current form, breaking Fontaine's law in the process. And after I had confirmed the veracity of the events, I gave my verdict.
Guilty.
So that's what happened.
Her teacher sacrificed herself and left that potion behind.
I fear SIGEWINNE only understood the full story after the truth about the dissolution of Fontanians was uncovered.
There we go.
When I reflected on all this with that knowledge in hand, I felt a deep sense of regret. As I use the law to uphold justice, there are times when I cannot help but acknowledge its ruthlessness. After the final details of the events surrounding SIGEWINNE's transformation came to light, I checked several sources and, thankfully, the legal code does not require SIGEWINNE to shoulder any additional punishment.
Wonder how she feels about all this.
Since she invited you here, I imagine she intends to speak of these matters with you, no?
Yeah, I assume so. Well, thanks, Nubilet. Thank you, Risley.
On behalf of the Maréchal Phantom, I would like to once again thank the Fortress of Meripede for your assistance in the response to yesterday's prison break.
Our head nurse and the traveler in Paimon did most of the heavy lifting, I would say.
SIGEWINNE seems to be in good spirits. I trust work hasn't been too hard on her lately?
Well, she might be the only permanent medical staff in the fortress, but there's plenty of people with medical knowledge willing to help her out.
I am most relieved to hear it.
The way you're asking after her well-being makes you sound like a concerned parent.
Yeah. Nubilet really loves all the medicines though. Especially after what happened with.
Well, I won't lie. I've always seen myself that way.
Oh,
Showing your age a bit there, don't you think?
brother is. Are you kidding me? Brother is like how old is Neuvillette again? Like 500 years old?
Indeed. Actually, I often forget just how much older I am than you.
Well, while we're on the topic, what did you do before getting this job anyway? Spend all day swimming in the sea from east to west and then north to south?
That's interesting.
Yes, and from the surface to the ocean floor on occasion.
Neuvillette has probably nothing to do. It's like just swim around, just chilling, his dragon form, just like, whee!
Wow. Impressive.
Apologies, that was merely an attempt at humor.
Oh,
You can disregard what I said.
wait, really?
That's impossible, I'm afraid. My imagination's already running wild.
No, more, talk more. Oh, well. Okay. Thank you, Queen.
You're here.
I feel like this quest has been quite long, because I started recording not like, quite a while ago, I feel like. Jesus.
The old friend I mentioned was my teacher. When she passed, her body was nowhere to be found. All that's left of her is an empty tomb. And even that's deep underwater now. Sigewinne, the witch who gave you the magic potion, she was your teacher, wasn't she? Sounds like Monsieur Neuvillette filled you in. After learning the truth, it must have been hard to process, huh? Well, to be honest, after I realized what really happened that night, my first thought was that it kind of made sense. It seemed exactly like the sort of thing she would do. But she was planning to sacrifice herself and never told you. That's just who she was. If lying is what it took to get a kid to take their medicine, then that's what she'd do.
A truly great doctor.
Alright, but why did you turn yourself in? I broke the law, simple as that. My teacher made her choice, and I made mine. True. It's just the way Paimon framed it when he was asking you all those questions, it made Paimon really mad. You're not like him at all, and everything Neuvillette said confirms that. And yet, you were still convicted and thrown in prison. It just feels so unfair. Unfair? I happen to think just the opposite. If I hadn't served that time, I'm not sure I would have been able to stay strong when he was questioning me. What makes you say that? I knew you'd be curious. Let me tell you a story. The verdict came down.
Oh,
This
we love the
Melusine
cutscene.
is guilty. Diudix defended the authority of Fontaine law, but he did not confiscate the Melusine's medical kit. And so, the Fortress of Meripede gained a new little doctor. She still wore her hood and raincoat, even though it never rained in the fortress. Perhaps thanks to her human appearance, no one refused her treatment. She treated more and more patients, and her sentence grew ever shorter. Finally, the people of the fortress could not live without her, and though her sentence ended, she did not leave them either.
No.
Then one day, she received an invitation from the outside world. The location seemed familiar, and when she arrived, an old lady was waiting for her. She saw right through the Melusine's disguise, but didn't reveal it. Instead, she asked a
her.
question.
Tell me, why do you think you gained the respect of so many people,
It's the shout
despite
you
being a
saved.
Melusine?
Because I look like a human?
It's
Eternity.
been 50 years, SIGEWINNE, and you haven't aged a day. I think everyone knows you are not human. I finally found you, after all these years.
Let's go!
I still remember, you know. It was you who saved me that night.
But how?
Yeah, dude.
I was no
let's
longer a
go.
Melusine by then.
Does it really matter if you're human or Melusine? I remember the warmth of your palm. It's quite unmistakable. And you know what? It hasn't changed one bit. You don't have to hide anymore, SIGEWINNE.
It was the same girl.
These days, everyone wants to make friends with Melusines. And I think that it's all because of you. I'm sorry I couldn't say this until now.
Oh, was it? No,
But-
no,
Thank
that was
you.
way back.
Dr. Melusine.
No, sorry. I just made a connection because I thought
Now that's an ending Paimon can get behind.
that's way back. Okay, that's way back. Okay, sorry. I don't know how I made this connection. My bad. For some reason, I still thought that Grandma was her, the one that passed away recently, not the one we saw in the cutscene, of course. This is a different time. I don't know why. But I'm so happy they did actually. Yes, that's so good conclusion.
After hearing everything Potton said, I wanted to tell him that it didn't matter who he looked like on the outside. But it was too late. The warmth in his palm had already disappeared.
Damn.
I tried to treat him, but the roots of his problem had nothing to do with his face.
No need to feel too bad for him. It just feels like a waste potential.
I understand. Thanks, you two. I appreciate you being here for me while I talk this through. Oh, it's nothing. Our pleasure. Oh, there's one more reason I invited you here. It's about time I finally give you what I promised.
What if oh my god, that would be kind of scary. Imagine SIGEWINNE turn evil one day and just make some kind of oh my god.
In order to restore the appearances of the face-swapping victims, the Marechaussee Phantom gave
Whoa,
me
whoa,
special
whoa.
permission to make a few bottles of that potion.
Oh, chill back down.
And I made one extra just for you two.
Oh, this looks so pretty.
We don't need it though. Shouldn't we destroy it?
Hopefully, CCC gets the filter game on soon. Cause look at this. I mean, I can turn it off so you guys can see how it looks like without it. You guys can literally see the graphic or the thing right here on the editing as well. See that? See that? Is it? You see? It's like I just turned RGB on the game, man. Some people might not like it and feel like, oh, that hurts my eyes, but for me, it just looks way better. And I hope that CCC gets it soon so I can get more colorful experience on the game. I'm not complaining on the game. The game is very nice and have very nice colors. It could get even more.
Well, even if you chose to destroy it, I still thought I should give it to you first. You two did so much for me. How could I break my promise?
Thank you, CGV. I want really to touch the one.
Well,
What
fair
ear? I don't
enough,
know.
but anyway, Paimon's definitely not interested in this stuff anymore. Still, if this is the very last bottle in all of Teyvat, getting rid of it would feel like kind of a waste. Maybe we can give it a special meaning somehow. Oh, Paimon's got it!
What?
Melusine physiology wasn't affected by the Great Flood, right? So that means the potion should have a permanent effect on you. In that case, what do you say, SIGEWINNE? Ever thought about transforming back to the way you used to look?
Oh,
After all, from a Melusine point of view, Paimon bets Melusines look the cutest of all!
Paimon?
Paimon, after everything, do you really think it matters whether I'm Melusine or a human? Well...
That was the Paimon. The whole thing about this was about appearance. And then you come in again with saying, oh well, maybe you want to consider change back the way you look, you know, cause now it's not as bad anymore or whatever.
What was Paimon thinking? You made up your mind a long time ago! Yeah, let's just destroy this thing! Leave it to me.
Oh, that was a background right there. That was a background quality right there. Oh, that's so beautiful. We can still talk there. And I think Nuvelet and guys, you left. Oh, you asked. You left us. Okay, well, let's see what Sigewinne and Ella has to say now.
I'd like to stay here with my teacher for a little longer.
Oh, that's it? Sigewinne. You're not cute in my Chi-Chi, but you guys are pretty cute. But like, Chi-Chi is still always gonna be my #1. I don't think there's gonna be any character that is going to be more cute than Chi-Chi, to be honest. I like Sigewinne, but my zombie's better. L plus ratio. Stop looking at her. Look at forward. You think they would be good friends? I think they could be really good friends. I'm making my own headcanon at this point. Chi-Chi, show me what you got. Watch this. Yeah. Yeah. See that? I can. Yeah, see what? Am I walking on your teacher right now? Oh. Sorry. I just realized. I'm sorry. Well, guys, that's gonna have to be it. That's the whole story quest. And you know what? Of course, I'm always happy to have played and everything, even though it always starts so slow, and I always like get sleepy when I do the story quest. I will probably do the same thing with the for this one, perhaps. We will see. But the story was really great as always. I mean, Poyoverse always cooks, especially Genshin. I mean, that's their specialty. The story is literally their specialty, okay? I just can't with this game, man. It's always a 10 out of 10 when it comes to Genshin stories. But, you know. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the story quest. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I wish you good health, and I hope you get lucky on your wishes.
Hey, do you know what? Neither do I. I already forgot.
Same. Anyways, have an awesome day, guys. Thank you guys for all so much for the support lately, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.